Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you're doing well. So I welcome you again to your English class, and today we'll do chapter number 9 from your supplementary reader book, and the name of the chapter is What Happened to the Reptiles. This is the part 2 of this chapter, and if you have not seen the part 1, you can check the link in the description box. But before moving forward, let's recapitulate what we discussed in the part 1 of this chapter. Actually, this is a story narrated by the person named Prem. Prem used to live in a village, but due to certain reasons, he had to leave his village and he went to a new village named Pambupati. There, an old man told Prem the story of Pambupati. He told Prem that in the forest of Pambupati there used to live a lot of reptiles, including crocodiles, lizards, snakes, and so on. And the president of all those reptiles, the head of all those reptiles, was a big crocodile named Makara. And one day Makara called everyone for a meeting. He called everyone except tortoises. Actually, Makara wanted tortoises to leave the forest, and everyone was surprised to hear that. And now, because Makara was the head of the jungle and nobody had the courage to challenge his decision, so everyone agreed. And Makara told tortoises to leave the forest, and he gave tortoises time till Tuesday. So we read this much only in the part 1 of this chapter, and to know whether the tortoises left the jungle or not, let's continue with the part 2 of this chapter. And we left at page number 38. So look at page number 38, paragraph number 2. And by the following Tuesday, they were all gone. At first, the animals were sad, but then they realized that what Makara had said was true. There was more food, more water, and more space for them. But soon a strange smell began to fill the forest. It was the smell of rotting fruit on the ground, rotting animals in the river. This was what the tortoises used to eat, and even Makara had to go about holding his nose with his big claws. So here the word rot means decay or caused to decay by the action of bacteria and fungi. And the word claw means one of the sharp curved nails at the end of each of the toes of some animals and birds. So this paragraph tells us that by next Tuesday all the tortoises left the jungle. At first all the animals were sad, but gradually they realized that Makara was right, as they were able to have more of everything, more water, more food. But very soon a strange smell began to spread in the jungle. Actually, it was the smell of rotten fruits and animals which tortoises used to eat, and they helped to keep the jungle clean. The smell was so strong that even Makara had to pass through the jungle by covering his nose. Now look at the next paragraph. A month passed by, and then the same thing happened all over again. But this time it was the snakes. Makara wrote them one of his letters. They were to leave the forest, and since they could move fast, they had to go in a day. So after a month, the same thing happened with the snakes. Means they were also asked to leave the forest. Now because they could move fast, they were asked to leave the jungle in a day. They were not given any extra time. Naga, the head of snakes, pleaded for more time, but Makara would not give in. At the meeting, he silenced the others, the lizards and crocodiles, with even louder shouts and threats. Snakes are slimy, he said, and they make funny noises. Who wants such weird creatures around? Again, no one dared to disagree with Makara, and so the snakes left. So here the word pleaded means requested, the word slimy means slippery, the word weird means very strange and unusual, and the word dared means had the courage to do something. So this paragraph tells us that Naga, the head of the snakes, asked for more time, but Makara, he did not agree. At the meeting, he silenced everyone, including lizards and crocodiles, with his louder shouts and threats. And to support his decision, he even told everyone that snakes were unpleasant animals to have around and they made funny noises. And to this, no one could have the courage to oppose Makara's decision. And finally, the snakes left the forest. Now look at the next paragraph. For a while, the animals of the forest were happy because they had been a little afraid of snakes. You never knew when one of them might lose his temper and spit some venom at you, and it looked only a little poison to kill you after all. So, here the word temper means the tendency to become angry very quickly. The word venom means a poisonous liquid that some snakes, insects, etc. produce and can put into another animal's body by biting or stinging. And the word spit means to force out the contents of the mouth, especially saliva. So, this paragraph tells us that for some time all the animals were happy because they had been a little afraid of the snakes. Now, why they were afraid of the snakes? Because they never knew when they could spit poison in anger against anyone, which was dangerous and could kill the other person. A few weeks passed, and the animals of the forest looked tired and fed up. The rats, now that there were no snakes to eat them, the rats had taken over the forest, and they were having a wonderful time. They were everywhere, on the trees, in the grass, in the bushes, on the ground. They ate up the eggs of the lizards and crocodiles. There would be no babies that year. Makara's own nest of eggs had been chewed up. So here the word fed up means bored, annoyed or disappointed. The word wonderful means extremely good. And the word chewed means crushed food into smaller, softer pieces with the teeth so that it can be swallowed. So after a few weeks, all the animals in the forest felt tired and irritated. But the rats were very happy as there were no snakes who would eat them. Rats could be seen everywhere in the forest, means they were on the trees, in the grass, in the bushes, on the ground, means they were everywhere. They even ate the eggs of crocodiles and lizards, and because of that, no new babies came in the forest that year. The rats even ate up Makara's eggs. Look at the next paragraph now. Then Makara had a great idea. He called a meeting of the crocodiles and said, "Wouldn't it be wonderful if we, the crocodiles, could have the whole jungle for ourselves? No one but us. These lizards, now just look at them. They have the strangest habits, and some of them even change color. How can we trust someone who is green one minute, red the next? Let's get rid of them." So here the word strangest means most unusual or most surprising. And the word rid means make someone or something free of an unwanted person or thing. So now Makara had a great idea. So he called a meeting and he expressed his wish to keep the whole jungle for themselves alone. He even supported his decision by saying that lizards were not trustworthy as they kept changing color. Look at the next paragraph. By now the crocodiles were really scared of Makara. So they clapped and cheered. Makara was pleased. The lizards left the forest, some with their babies on their backs. But now, when life should have been wonderful for the crocodiles of Pambupati, all kinds of awful things began to happen. To begin with, the rats grew bolder by the day. They became so fearless that they jumped and turned somersaults on the crocodiles' backs. And there were too many frogs. They seemed to be growing larger, and there was no one to eat them but the crocodiles. These huge frogs began to eat the baby crocodiles. And the insects, now that the lizards were gone, there were millions of them, growing bigger and nastier by the day. So here the word scared means frightened. The word cheered means shouted for joy or in praise or encouragement. The word pleased means became happy. The word awful means very bad. The word bolder means more daring or courageous. The word somersault means a rolling movement or jump, either forwards or backwards, in which you turn over completely with your body above your head and finish with your head on top again. And I hope all of you might have heard about somersaults or you might have seen somersaults. If you have, do let me know through the comment section below. And the word nastier means more unpleasant. So this paragraph tells us that everyone said yes to Makara's decision because all the crocodiles, they were actually afraid of Makara. So, as a result, the lizards left the forest with their young ones on their backs. And now, as the lizards left the forest, the crocodiles expected to have a wonderful time. But instead of having a wonderful time, strange things started happening. Actually, the rats became bolder and they danced on the crocodiles' backs. They did somersaults on their backs. Many frogs came and grew larger, and they all were fearless as there was no one to eat them now. And these frogs even started eating babies of crocodiles. And insects also grew in large number in the forest because now there were no lizards. Actually, lizards used to eat those insects. Now, as they were not there in the forest, so insects grew in number. Now, look at the next paragraph. It was a terrible time for the crocodiles. They couldn't understand what had happened to their happy forest home. Then one day, a squeaky little voice piped up at one of their meetings. We know why the forest has gone crazy, don't we? Suddenly, everyone was silent. They looked at Makara fearfully, but to their surprise, he looked nervous. He shook a rat off his tail and asked the small crocodile, why, little fellow? It all began with the tot. So, here the word terrible means very bad. The word squeaky means having or making a high pitched sound or cry. The phrase piped up means said something suddenly. The word shook means moved an object up and down or from side to side with rapid, forceful, jerky movements. And the word nervous means worried and anxious. So, actually, due to whatever was happening in the forest, it gave the crocodiles a terrible time, a very bad time. And they were not able to understand what had happened to their happy forest home. And one day in the meeting, a loud voice was raised saying that they all knew what wrong had been done to the forest. And after listening to that voice, everyone became silent. Actually, everyone got afraid and they looked at Makara. But they all were surprised to notice that Makara himself looked nervous. And Makara shook a rat off his tail means a rat was sitting on his tail and he shook his tail and asked the small crocodile why the forest had gone crazy means who was responsible for that, and the small crocodile said that it all began with the tortoise. Now look at the next paragraph. Okay, said Makara. There's no need to talk so much. Makara didn't want to admit he was wrong, but it didn't matter. All the crocodiles knew now that he was not all that strong or powerful, or always right. They sent urgent messages all over the place for the tortoises, snakes, and lizards to come back to Pambupati. And what a great day it was when these creatures came back, family after family, with the little ones on their backs or straggling behind, shouting at their parents to wait for them. So, here the word straggling means moving or spreading untidily and in small numbers or mounds. And after listening to the answer of that small crocodile, Makara actually knew somewhere that he was wrong, but he was not ready to accept his mistake. And apart from this, all the crocodiles knew that Makara was no longer strong or powerful. They knew that Makara couldn't always be right. So they sent an urgent message for the tortoises, snakes, and lizards to come back to Pambupati. It was a great day when all the animals started coming back. One family came after another with the children on their backs. They were shouting at each other and they were moving untidily and hurriedly. Look at the last paragraph now. In 2 months, the forest was back to normal. The rats disappeared, and the insects, and the smell, and the world finally went back to its familiar old self. Well, Prem, said the old man, have you fallen asleep? Did my story send you off to dreamland? I shook my head. No, grandfather, I was just thinking. Maybe it's time I went back to my own village because I have a story to tell them. But what if they don't listen to me? We can only keep at it, my son. Tell these stories again and again to more and more people. Some of them may laugh at you or say your stories are not true, but they may remember them one day and understand that each of us has a place in this strange, funny world of ours. So, here the word disappeared means vanished, and the word strange means unusual. So, within 2 months, the forest became normal. The rats vanished, the insects and the smell were also gone, the world became normal. And the old man asked Prem if he had fallen asleep and whether his story had sent him to dreamland. And to this, Prem shook his head and said no. Actually, Prem was thinking that it was the right time to go back to his village and share that story with the villagers. But Prem was like, what if no one would listen to his story? And to this, the old man advised him that they had to tell that story again and again to more people. And people might laugh at it or call that story a fake one, but they had to keep telling it with hope that one day they would understand that each person has his unique place in this world. So, this was all about the story, and I hope you have enjoyed reading this. And if you're finding my videos really useful, do let me know through the comment section below. And don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. So, this is all for today, and we'll meet once again in a new video with a new topic. Till then, take care, all of you. Thank you so much.